What is up people, Matt here. So this video is going to be my overall review of Bloodborne. I've beaten the game now and I've started doing kind of the optional extra chalice dungeons. I've done a fair few of them already, so I wanted to kind of get a few of them out of the way before I do the review, even though it's only really necessary to review the actual main game or the base game. So, in my impressions video, I'm pretty sure I said about Bloodborne being kind of harder than the Souls games in ways. That's kind of changed in my opinion. I definitely think the start of Bloodborne is harder, but overall I think Bloodborne might be the easiest one of all of them. Because I never really got stuck in any place in the game, if that makes sense. You know, I'd pretty much always beat a boss in, if not on the first time, always the second or third time. Very rarely I'd die more than that. I never really had to grind, although I did grind before I needed to grind, so you know, I might not have needed to grind, but I did it anyway just because that's how it works really with those sort of games. But it's a difficult one because I don't see any replayability in this game, which is weird because I played Dark Souls 1 through twice, and I started Dark Souls 2 second playthrough, but I don't see any reason to play through Bloodborne a second time, because there's no new content in New Game Plus in this game. The enemies are just a bit stronger. There's no new items, there's no new bosses, nothing like that. The only kind of post-end game stuff you have is the optional chalice dungeons. They can get quite repetitive. You don't get a lot. There's a couple of like extra armor you get, and then maybe like one extra weapon. But other than that, there's nothing really there either. So it's hard to say that it's worthwhile playing the game after you've beaten the game, unless you want to watch each and every ending of Bloodborne and get the trophies. That's totally fine. Now let's get on to the endings. There are 3 endings you can get. One of the endings is total cop-out. You don't even have to fight the final bosses. The game just kind of ends. Second one, you got to fight the first last boss, but then the second last boss you don't fight. And the third ending, you fight both of the last bosses. I got the third ending. I fought both the last bosses, but I haven't experienced the other 2 because you've got to play through the game 3 times, I'm pretty sure, to get each ending, because as soon as you pick an ending it sends you to the New Game Plus. So I'm not sure how that works. I really am not going to play through the game 3 times just to see the endings. I'll probably go on YouTube and watch them. So it's difficult. I mean, the story in Bloodborne and the Souls games are a bit iffy, to say the least. I can't say that I played them for the story. It's mainly for the gameplay and how they play, and that. The story never. I found some things interesting about the Souls games with Bloodborne. People say, oh, it's a new setting, it's more interesting. Not necessarily, because we've really not got any idea what the fuck's going on in the game most of the time. But yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to say any more about Bloodborne because I've beaten the game and I talked about a lot of the stuff in my impressions video anyway. I only wanted to do this as a kind of completing the game, talking about what I thought after beating the whole game. And the game's good. I'm not gonna say, oh, it's not worth it. It's totally worth it. If you like the Souls games, it's definitely worth it. If you haven't played a Souls game, it's probably worth a punt. The price doesn't seem to be going down very much at the moment, so I'm not sure if you should wait or not. The price might go down. Well, it probably will go down, but I don't know how long it's going to take for it to go down. I don't know if there's going to be any DLC in Bloodborne. Even if there is, I can't really see myself picking it up because I'll probably be long gone from Bloodborne by the time the DLC comes out, which is a shame. But yeah, that's all I can think about for this review really. So it's worth it, or you can wait for a price drop. Either way, you're gonna get your money's worth most likely. But yeah, anyway, as always guys, thank you for watching my video, and I will definitely see you on the next one. Bye now.